how to make homemade rainbow bagels.
Let's see what's cooking. It's time for yoyomax12.
Hello everyone, starting off with a large bowl and 1.5 cups of warm water. Add to that a tablespoon of brown sugar and 1 tablespoon of active dry yeast. Give that a stir and just let it sit for a couple of minutes. And then you're going to add 4 cups of all-purpose flour and 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. Now I started blending this with my paddle attachment, switched to the dough hook, and when the dough hook wasn't doing a good job, I just resorted to kneading it by hand. Now I kneaded it until it was relatively smooth, but it still needed some more kneading because at this point you need to divide this dough ball into 6 equal pieces. And then you're going to take each piece and you're going to knead in some food coloring, 1 color for each dough ball. And that's the reason why I under-kneaded the dough at the beginning, because you're going to do an awful lot of kneading here. You're going to knead in the paste food coloring until you get uniform color dough balls. And there they are, all kneaded. Put them on a cookie sheet, cover them with a clean, damp tea towel, and put them somewhere to rise until double. I put mine in the oven with just the oven light on. And there they are, about 1.5 hours later or so. You can see they've risen until they were doubled in size. Then you're going to take each one of those dough pieces and just flatten it out until it's like a oval flat shape. And do the same with the rest of the pieces. Flatten them out and then stack them one on top of the other, following the rainbow order, of course. Or not, that's up to you. Then you're going to cover this with a damp towel again, put it in the warm place and let it sit there for about 30 minutes to rest. Then take a sharp knife and slice off a piece. Now, this recipe says it makes 6 bagels, and it does, but they are huge bagels. If you want smaller bagels, then I would cut thinner slices. Now, you have a couple of different choices here how you can make your bagels. You can take this strip and you can roll it up. And if you want kind of a twisted look to your bagel, you can kind of twist it up by rolling each end in a different direction and then attaching the ends by pressing them together. Sometimes it helps if you cut the ends off just a tiny little bit to make a fresh cut, and then they will stick together a lot better. You could try it that way too. Another option, if you don't like the twisted look, is to just take the strip, kind of roll it into a rough log shape, and then wrap it around your hand, put the 2 pieces together, and then just roll the ends together. And this is what I saw bagel makers on YouTube do. So I don't know if I did a good job or not. Now the next step is to bring a large pot of water to a boil and add to that 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. That's why the color is a little bit strange to the water. Then add your bagels. Now these puff up a lot when you're boiling these, so make sure you only put 1 or 2 at a time because they'll be really crowded. Boil them 2 minutes on one side, then flip them over and boil them for an additional minute on the other side. Then you're going to put them back onto the cookie sheet. Make sure you use a slotted spoon so you don't have a lot of liquid. And then you're going to bake them at 425 for about 20-25 minutes until you reach the amount of brownness that you want for your bagels. Then let them cool for about 5 minutes before serving. And there they are out of the oven. The color doesn't change too much. As you can see, the purple got a little bit brown, but otherwise the color stays about the same on the top. You might have a little bit of browning on the bottom. They taste just like regular bagels. This is the first time I actually make bagels, and I was pretty happy with the way they turned out. They really do have that nice chewy kind of bagel texture that I'm used to. I tried to take some fancy pictures here on a background, but as you can see, my camera does not capture purple very well all the time. Here is a bagel that I sliced in half so you can see all the lovely colors inside. Now, if you're wondering what to do with these, you could make yourself a double rainbow chicken sandwich by adding all these colored veggies. Or you could toast up your bagel slices and spread on some of this Funfetti cake mix cream cheese spread. While doing some research online, I found there's a bakery in the US that actually serves their rainbow bagels with this similar kind of spread. I found a recipe online, which is basically 4 ounces of cream cheese, Add to that half a package of Funfetti cake mix. We call it rainbow bit here. Then about 3 tablespoons of milk. Then you're going to blend in about 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar. Then start to blend this with an electric mixer or by hand and add in a little bit extra milk, up to another maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons or so, until you get the texture that you like. And then finally add in about 1/4 cup of sprinkles. Gently stir them in. Don't over stir because they'll start to dissolve. And then serve it with your bagels. This bagel recipe will be added to my rainbow playlist, where I have a whole pile of rainbow colored goodies. If you want to see this, go ahead and click right on your screen or look for the link in the description box below. Now, I will not stop until I do every single rainbow flavored goodie that I could find or think of. If you have any ideas for new ones that I haven't done yet, please let me know in the description. I would love to hear your suggestions. Thanks for watching.